The secret that ends all suffering. There's something people who've stopped suffering know, and they're not telling anyone. Not managing their pain, they ended it. They're not meditating more, not reading another self-help book. They discovered something so fundamental that everything else became unnecessary. And here's the strangest part. You already know it. You've always known it. Here's the secret. You have never experienced reality. Not once, not for a single moment of your entire life. What you call reality, the people you meet, the situations you encounter, is not happening to you. It's happening through you. More accurately, it's being created by you. The invisible film projector. Think about this carefully. Everything you've ever experienced has been filtered and interpreted by your psyche before you became aware of it. Your unconscious mind, with its shadows, buried memories, and repressed desires, sits between you and the world like an invisible film projector. You think you're watching life. You're actually watching a movie your unconscious is constantly creating. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. You're not just the audience. You're the director, the screenwriter, the casting agent. You wrote the scenes. You determined the genre. But you forgot. Somewhere along the way, you forgot you were making the movie. You sat down in the theater of your own creation and started believing it was happening to you. The spiritual mechanics of projection. Two people can witness the exact same event and walk away with completely different realities. One sees betrayal where the other sees liberation. One experiences attack where the other sees invitation. Same event, different films. Why? Because they're not seeing the event. They're seeing themselves projected outward, reflected back. This is the spiritual law that governs every human experience. The outer world is a mirror of the inner world, not as metaphor, as mechanics. Your unconscious doesn't keep secrets. It can't. It has to express itself. But it can't speak directly, so it speaks through projection. It takes everything you've rejected, denied, or forgotten about yourself and throws it out into the world like a sacred messenger. 3 sacred projections. The shadow. The parts you've deemed unacceptable. The anger, the selfishness, the darkness. Where does it go? On to other people. That person who irritates you for no rational reason? They're carrying your shadow. Everything that disturbs us about others is showing us something about ourselves. The divine other. When you fall catastrophically in love, when someone's presence seems to complete something missing in you, you're not seeing them. You're seeing your own unlived potential, your own divine spark projected onto their form. This is why obsession often ends in disappointment. The projection falls away, and you face an actual human being who was never the God you made them. The karmic pattern. These are the psychological knots formed by unprocessed experience. An abandonment wound creates scenarios of abandonment. A rejection pattern manufactures rejection. Not metaphorically, literally. Your inner world constructs your outer circumstances with precision. The insanity of unconscious living. We stand in front of a mirror, see something we don't like, and try to reach into the glass to change the reflection. We fight with people who are only reflecting our shadows. We chase lovers who are only carrying our projections. We struggle against situations we ourselves are unconsciously creating. Most human conflict is people fighting with their own reflections. Wars are shadow projections at a collective scale. Relationship battles are two people attacking their own unconscious material while believing they're attacking each other. The most liberating truth. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Read that again. Let it land. What you call destiny, bad luck, karma, the universe testing you, it's not external. It's you creating unconsciously, then experiencing your creation as if it were happening to you. That relationship pattern you keep repeating, not bad luck in love. Your soul casting the same lesson with different actors until you get the message. That career obstacle appearing in different forms, not an unfair universe. Your psyche constructing the same teaching in different costumes. That feeling that happiness is always just out of reach, not reality. Your unconscious preventing you from finding externally what can only be found internally. The alchemy of awareness, here is what changes everything. A projection only works when you do it know it is a projection. The moment you recognize you're projecting your shadow onto someone, the projection weakens. You can still see it, but you're no longer fooled. You know you're looking at yourself. This is spiritual alchemy. Consciousness itself transforms suffering into wisdom. Not effort, not struggle. Simple, unflinching awareness. Every problem you've ever had is the same problem in different disguises. Depression, anxiety, addiction, relationship failure. These aren't separate issues. They're all symptoms of one condition. Unconscious material demanding integration. The shift in identity. To access this awareness, you must shift your identity. You must stop being the one who suffers and become the one who observes. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your problems. You are the awareness in which all of these arise. When you identify with your small self, every problem feels personal. When you shift to your true nature, something profound happens. You're no longer the one drowning. You're the ocean in which drowning happens. You're not the one suffering. You're the space in which suffering arises. This isn't spiritual bypassing. This is your natural state. The witness, the observer, the awareness that cannot be disturbed because it has no form to be disturbed. The end of seeking. Here's the final truth. Every external search is misdirected. The guru you seek is inside. The wisdom you chase is your own. The answer you've been hunting has been waiting patiently within, obscured only by your certainty that it must be somewhere else. When a teaching resonates deeply, you're not receiving wisdom from outside. You're projecting your own inner wisdom onto an external figure so you can hear it. The teacher is a mirror. They help you remember what you already know. The practice that ends your search. Stop asking what's wrong with your life. Start asking what your life is trying to show you. That situation that keeps repeating? What is your soul trying to make conscious through the repetition? That person who triggers you. What part of yourself have you projected onto them? That emotion that keeps arising? What sacred message is it carrying from depths you've ignored? Everything is communication. Everything is your psyche trying to wake you up. The problems are not obstacles to your growth. They are your growth disguised as obstacles. The final paradox. You are the seeker, and you are the sought. You are the one searching for truth, and you are the truth that's been waiting to be found. The journey to wholeness is not about becoming something new. It's about becoming what you already are. Removing the masks, not adding new ones. Recognizing, not achieving. The projector has always been within you. The screen has always been within you. The audience, the director, the entire theater within you. And the one who realizes this? Also you, the deepest you. The one who was never lost, never seeking, never suffering. The witness that remains when all the dramas end. You are not broken. You never were. You're just dreaming that you're broken. Wake up, not to some cosmic truth out there. Wake up to yourself, the self that dreams the dream, the self that projects the movie, the self that has been waiting patiently, eternally, for you to turn around and recognize. This might be the last video you need to watch. Not because it contains the ultimate answer, but because it points you toward the only place the answer has ever been, within. You're not here to find the answer. You're here to recognize that you are the answer. And that recognition changes everything. If this resonated with you, if something shifted as you listened, please hit that like button. Share this video with someone who's still searching, who's still struggling, who needs to hear that the answer they're looking for is already within them. And subscribe to this channel, where we dive deeper into the psychology of spiritual awakening and the mechanics of inner transformation. There's so much more to explore together. Remember, you're not broken. You're just waking up. I'll see you in the next video.